Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel.
All I want isn't all I need. Give me God, because everything I am, I'm changing.
If you don't know me, you do now. My name is Trinity Yanti, and this is episode 3. Long and awaited. I know. I'm back. But this one is going to be titled The Challenges of Following God, because people don't realize that following God comes with challenges. And I'm going to talk about that today because I feel like it definitely needs to be touched on, because people act like following God is so easy, but it's not. Like it's not that easy. It's not easy as it seems. And so the quote for today is going to be, don't let worldly things dictate your love for Jesus. Because you don't want to let these worldly things like dictate you from the fate of you going to heaven or hell, or you don't want these worldly things that won't be there, like worldly things is for people and everything. But let's start with number one is the challenges of opposition from people and circumstances. And we're going to start reading from John 16, 1 through 4. It says, these things I have spoken to you so that you may be kept from stumbling. They will make you outcast from the synagogue. Okay, basically, you won't relate to other people anymore. It's going to be hard at first, but it's okay to be an outcast. You're not going to relate. Like, I don't relate. Like, one big thing that I use as an example of the way I don't relate, my friends listen to secular music. If you don't know what secular music is, any music that is not glorifying God. And I don't relate to them when they sing, when they read me, when they listen to this music and stuff. It's just like, I'm just standing there like, sometimes like, man, I wish they would turn this off. But I just don't say nothing. And I be like, ugh, I just don't relate to this. I don't sing it anymore. I don't, like, at a time I was singing it, but I never related to it. But like, I was always singing it just because it's out there. Like, yeah, you have your little favorite rapper, but like, think about, like, you gotta think about the words that they're saying in these songs. Like, when you think about the words they say in songs, you just realize like that it's like, why would you want to be thinking about drugs and this and that? Like, it just don't, like, smoking weed, drugs and stuff like that. Why are you with these worldly things, like, literally? And that's why it's just like, you're not gonna relate to them, but it's okay. I feel like it's very okay for me. And verse 3 says, these things they will do because they have not known the Father or me. Meaning, they don't know Jesus. So they're doing these things. They might have Proverbs 31 and verse 2 in their Bible. That does not mean they know God. Okay? He's okay? Alright. But in the verse 4 says, but these things I have spoken to you, also that when there comes an hour, you may remember that I have told you to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when my friends are singing, I'm just a random rapper, Young Boy, and they sing Young Boy talk about drugs and killing people and doing this and that and the third, I'm remembering that I don't relate. And I remember what he has told me. There's an hour come that that's what he's saying. Like, there's an hour, like, when you're gonna remember, like, what he's telling you. Like, there are gonna be people that are gonna be worshiping these worldly things. You get what I'm saying? And then, so that brings me to number 2, the challenge of commitment, taking up the cross. Like, the challenge of, like, continuing to do it. Like, when I tell y'all, I think I talked about this in my very first video when I was just introducing what I was going to talk about and everything. Basically, it's gonna be difficult to not do those things that you were so used to doing. Get what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be difficult to not be in that routine of what you was doing. When you woke up, you got on. I'm still trying to break this habit. When I wake up, the first thing I do is I get on Instagram. I get on TikTok. I do this and the third. I'm trying to make the first thing I do is get on my Bible. Like, I'm kind of getting to the point like where I'll swipe in Instagram and I'm like, hold on. Put it down, put my phone down, grab the Bible, and read my Bible and write my prayer down. Because I'm like, I gotta break that habit of, like, I gotta stay committed and, like, do what I'm saying. And also, the commitment thing comes with, like, keep on following God, keep on doing these worldly things, like, trusting in Him. Like, He needs you to, He can't, you need to continue to, like, trust in Him. Like, how is He gonna bless you if you don't trust Him? Like, you have to, like, trust Him, because he can't bless you if you keep on just not trusting him. Like he does, but it's gonna get old. Like he's gonna get tired of just keep on. He just see that you just not. You get what I'm saying? So we need to be committed and taking up the cross. Like it's gonna be hard, but that's what I'm saying. The challenge is the challenge is following the cross, like following the cross. And then Proverbs 16 and verse 3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." Committing to Him, and I'm telling you, life just be easier. When I tell you, life has been so much easier. How much I do not go through that other people go through, that I don't go through because I follow God or because I'm so blessed. Like the other day, I talked about this. Well, if you look at my recent maintenance vlog, you'll see that I was talking about how like at my job they were talking about like my life. They were talking about like lights and bills, stuff like that. I'm 19, I don't pay no bills, I'm going to college, that's all I do, I'm gonna be probably a pastor, a minister, or something like that. And they were like saying all these things, and I could have humbled them and like say what I had to say, but God just told me to be quiet. And when I tell you, like he just was like, be quiet, I got something in store for you. They don't need to know what I got for you. What I have for you is for you and you only. I'm pretty sure that is a scripture. I don't know what scripture that is, but that is a scripture. I'm gonna put it on the screen because I know that is a scripture. Like, also speaking of that, go listen to Sarah Jake's Locked In scripture. It's the one with when she took her wig off, because she was talking about like it don't matter, she need that to. And I say she still preached that thing out. She preached it out. Like she still did her thing. But back to what I was saying, like what he has for you is for you and you only. Don't miss it because you're trying to yell at other people or give other people certain things. You know what I'm saying? And then also it said what some points that I may say. It's hard in the beginning to focus on the Lord and only Him, but when you do, He shows you so much, and he can do, and how He can progress you. Like He shows you so much. Like we need to keep trusting Him and everything. Cause like for example, I have my brand deals that I do, and when I tell y'all, I was like, I don't want to wait for these brand deals to go through. And I was like, I'm just gonna return my wig and not worry about my brand deal. And I'm just gonna not worry about it. We're not about to just lose a little money. When I tell you, this morning he has let it go through, and I've been waiting for like a week and a half. But I just kept on waiting. And boom, today it went through, and I was like, when do you do it? And in my what's it called? In my prayer, I was like, God, thank you, just thank you, just thank you, I ain't had nothing else. I was like, just thank you for just being you. Exactly. And this also goes for like relationships and stuff. Like it's like you have to have that one-on-one with Him. You know what I'm saying? And number 4, it says the challenge of the temporary, like episodes of suffering. You're going to feel like you're disconnected from the world, but that's normal because you're not relating to them. You're not supposed to relate to worldly things. You're not supposed to relate to worldly people. You're not supposed to relate to all these things. You're supposed to relate to God. You're not supposed to relate to all these things. Like, so it's gonna be okay. You're gonna feel like disconnected. Like maybe sometimes you feel out of place because you're not supposed to be there. Like if I go to a party, okay, so like the fact that I'm going to college soon, right? This is the thing. So, like I was saying, I'm supposed to be going to college soon. Back to college, right? They got the little parties, beginning parties when you get there. And I was like, man, I sent to my friend and I was like, we gotta go. We're gonna be in there. It's just random. I'm not thinking about God. I'm not thinking about like where I'm at today, like where I'm at in my life and everything. I'm just like, we gonna be in there. Then, like about a week later, it kind of dawned on me. I was like, you can't go to no parties. I'm like, you can't go to no parties. What are we playing at them parties? Music that you don't relate to, you gonna sing the songs? And I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, bro. And I'm just like, man, what if I just go to just one? I was like, I already told her about the parties. Like, I'm already saying it's up. But I'm just like, you can replace those parties with different things. You don't have to go to those parties. You don't have to try to relate to everybody. You don't have to be like, and I was like, man, everybody we talk about, did you go to the they do this and the third. Like, I'm just like, but really, Trinity? I was like, in my head, I was like, really, Trinity? you of all people, like me, when I tell you I usually do not care about anything people think, I'm just like, you of all people are caring what people think. I'm just like in myself, I'm just, yeah, this is me thinking to myself, talking to like, you can't go to no parties. You can't go to no parties. And then also another thing, I'm going on a trip. And I'm just like, man, when we go out there, we can go to dinner, we can go to little, lounge or something. I'm like, but we ain't going to no club. Well, I'm like, I'm not going to no club. That's fine if they do, but I'm not. I'm like, it'll probably be fun and nice, but like, I don't relate to that. There's no point of me going when I don't relate to it. Like, there's no point of me stopping my growth when I don't relate to that. There's no point of me trying to mess up things. And God probably knows if I'm mess up or not. But I'm not trying to mess up. Like, I'm trying to. When I tell you, I'm trying to go far and beyond. Like, I'm just not trying to mess up what I got going on. And if that requires me not going to a party, I got one thing to tell you, buddy. I'm not going. So I'm sorry, but that's something that I done took it out of my mind. Like, I'm just not going. Like, and it's okay. It's like, and plus, I was like, girl, it's money you're saving anyway. I'm just like, you gotta spend a little $20 on a little party that you're gonna go to. Even though it's gonna be fun, you're gonna have a little fun. You're gonna see the little people. I'm like, then me in my head, I'm like, man, the sorority's gonna be the Noops and the Qs and all that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to see them. I'm like, that's what I'm gonna miss. Girl, do you even need to be around that? All those temptations and stuff, like temptations to do stuff and everything, temptations of people that don't, like, is that a godly thing? Like, are those things godly? I'm not gonna really get into that right now because I don't really even understand it as much as, like, is how that's godly or not godly or what it is. So I'm not gonna really speak on this too much, but it's like, do I really need to be around that? Like, do I need to be around drinks and smoking and stuff when I don't do it? Like, I'm just like, girl, you don't relate to this stuff. You trying to be in the midst when you don't relate to it. Like, and then in my head, I'm just like, girl, you already knew you were supposed to go to that party, so like, why are you gonna go? Like, exactly. So I'm just like, girl, that's all right. That's right there. That's telling me right there. And then we're gonna go to number 5. So number 5 says the challenge of growth, being scratched. When you see growth, you're gonna be happy and excited. Don't get me wrong. People are going to try to bring you down for those changes you make. Like, when I kill you, people are gonna be like, cause like when I got baptized, I got rebaptized again. Probably around, I think I got April 1st. Thingamajiggy. Easter Sunday, I got baptized again, and it was like my cousins. They was like, Trinity baptized now, and she thinks she all that. She thinks she reborn again. She thinks she like. I'm like, y'all, like, bro, I could have humbled them, but I didn't again. Like, I just didn't. Like, I see how much growth I'm making. It's just like, I didn't humble them. I'm just like, they don't understand God. In my head, I'm like, they don't understand where I'm at. They don't understand where we at. Like, this not even where I'm at. It's like, they don't understand where me and you at, God. Like, they don't understand what we going through. But I was like, it's okay. It's cool. They ain't gotta understand. But when they see me enter the kingdom, the gates of heaven, when they see me like, oh, like, I just can't wait the day that me and God see him face to face. And then it's like, when you think about what people think, it overwhelms you so bad. Like, it puts you in pressure. Pressures on you. It leases, like, it's like, it makes you want to compromise with others. Like, it makes you want, God is going with you to the opportunity to stand up. He giving you that opportunity to stand up and spread his word. Like, in those opportunities when people want you to compromise with them and just like, come on, just like, so say somebody was offering me a drink and they're like, come on, just drink one more time. Your parents ain't here. Your mama ain't here. Da da da. Nobody ain't watching. Like, this is just one time. God is giving you the opportunity to stand up and just say no, or to just like, he's giving you those he's putting you in those situations to help you like spread his word and be like, say no and everything. It's okay to say no. Like, that is another thing. That needs to be another thing. Like, it's okay to say no to people. It's okay to like be like, that's just not me. Like, it's okay to turn people down because that's what you don't relate to. And so, and then I said about my trip and everything, and I was like, when you going places and everything, and in my car, I do not play secular music in my car anymore. I really don't. Even around my cousins and stuff. Cousins that I know that don't listen to any music that I listen to, I do not play secular music anymore. And this has been recent. Usually I'll give them the aux and I'll just be like, here, just connect your phone because I don't know what to play because I don't have those songs in my thing. Nope, not no more. If it ain't gospel, if it ain't Christian rap, and if it ain't gospel, then I don't know what it is. And I'm going to, speaking of that, so I remember this time when I'm editing, I'm going to link below my Christian playlist, my actual like playlist, my like gospel music and like my worshiping, and then I have my rap music, my Christian rap. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna link those both two below. And then we be so scared of rejection from the world and others that we're disappointing our Heavenly Father. Like, I feel like we be so scared of what others gonna say that you're not even worried about the person that it actually matters to. It matters to God. It doesn't matter to them. They're not gonna be the one there on judgment day standing beside you like, well, she did what I did because I did what I did. Then that's like, they're not gonna be there. And the one who cares, the one who sacrifices and gives his life to God for us, and the one who protects and provides for us and keeps on giving and giving even when we mess up. Like they're like they got the song and it says, even when I don't see you working, even when I don't feel that you're working, like you never stop working. It's called Waymaker. And when I tell you that song is just like, oh my God. Like even when I don't see that he's working, even when I don't feel like he's working, like he never stops, Like he's a waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, lion in the darkness. Like that's what the song says. Like it's like he's just so like it's so all these things. Like even like when you feel like God is silent, when I say he can be silent, but he's working. Like he's silent because he thinks about like what if he gave you what you needed and you just stop worshiping him and you start worshiping these worldly things. What if he's not doing these things because he feels like once you do this you're gonna just leave him in the dark. And I feel like that is so real because it's like so many things. Like what if God just gives me what I need and I'm just like, well, I don't need God, I got what I need. Like he doesn't want you to give up on him, so that's why he's not giving you those things. And you're thinking that he's silent, but he's actually working underneath you. Like he's underneath you working and he's gonna just come up and he's gonna boom. I'm just telling y'all. But that's the end of this episode. Let's go back to the quote. The quote is, don't let these worldly things dictate your love for Jesus. But yes, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. And tell me, I don't know if y'all gonna interact with this video, but tell me if y'all like this series or whatever. Tell me like if y'all like, I'm gonna keep doing it regardless if you like it or not, because this is something that I feel like God has put on my heart to touch other people. So I really don't care if you don't like it, but if you like it, comment some things that you want me to talk about, that you feel like as a young kid that I should talk about, that you feel like that needs to be talked about, that can be talked about. And if you don't feel like putting it in the comments, DM me on Instagram. I don't care. But yes, so this is like I'm gonna do the announcement stuff. So definitely look out for like some vlogs coming up, trips coming up, college stuff coming up. I'm definitely gonna get more consistent. Definitely when I get back to school, but it's hard to be consistent when I'm not in school because I never have time to do these videos because like all I do is work. And when I tell you I be working, I get home so exhausted. Like I be trying to put these videos on the schedule time, like but it just does not work out for me. So like I'm just trying to get more, can't wait till I get back to school. Like in a month I'm definitely gonna be more consistent. Like the video just gets out when I get out. Like that's how it is right now. But when I go back to school, it's definitely gonna be more consistent because the videos like it's just gonna be more consistent because it's gonna be more consistent during that time. I'm definitely gonna redo it, get to know, because I feel like there are a lot of new people here that weren't here when I did my first video. So I should definitely introduce myself, say some new things. I'm going on some flights, some trips right before I go back to school. So we got those coming up before school. I got moving vlog and everything. I got all these little things that I think I should do. A gym vlog, day in a life, like day in life on my first day of college and everything. I got all these little things coming up. So just stay tuned for more. And make sure you check out all the other videos on my channel. And I will see y'all in the next video.